Hey Sag, thank you so much for joining me over here at Energy to Elevate, where the mission of my channel and the intention of this reading is to utilize my spiritual gifts to increase and elevate you and yours. Y'all know I pray offline, preach online, so let's go ahead and get into your reading, Sag. This is going to be a general collective energy reading. If you are interested in a personal reading, please check the description box for details as well as my email. I would love to read for y'all. What else do I have? I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get into your energy, Sag. Let's do love. We're going to do past, present, future energies, clarify as needed, and then I'll go ahead in the end and kind of top it off with some oracle cards. So, Sag. What is the past energy surrounding? That was quick. 9 of coins. Well, let me show you because 9 of Pentacles was your first card. There's something that you were tending to in the past, making a great deal of investment in. I feel as though you were spending a lot of time and money. Some of you guys, this is a relationship. 4 of Wands. A relationship, a commitment, a connection here. Some of you guys could have recently gotten married, tied the knot. If so, congratulations. Others of you, you were just, pouring a lot into a connection, into a person. Let's see. If you did get married, I feel as though this was a beautiful ceremony here. And you did spend a lot of coins on it. So let's see what's going on. Ooh. Now we have 8 of Cups. 7 of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys walked away before getting married. Others of you guys were planning a wedding and decided to walk away. Others of you were planning a wedding, planning to deepen your commitment to someone, and your person could have walked away. Others of you guys walked away from like a work situation because there was so much conflict. The root of this walking away was the desire to move away from conflict, a need to move away from always exerting so much energy on trying to make something work. Let's see what else comes out here. See what happened. How could it go? I feel like this was something that was once very beautiful. Something that once brought you a lot of joy came to the end in the recent past. See what this conflict was about. 7 of Wands for Sag. Some of you guys walked away from a work situation that you were just tired, right? Tired of being the one doing all the work, all the investing. Like, past energy for Sag. 7 of coins, yeah. Knight of Cups. Some of you guys decided to take your talent to South Beach. Like, it's like, I know I am worth more than this. I'm worth more than what I'm getting paid. I'm working these long hours. I'm working these long shifts. Like, but my paycheck doesn't show this investment. I'd rather be doing something where I'm valued, where I'm cared about. Something that brings me more joy. Others of you have kind of walked away from a one-sided relationship here, where again, you were putting a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money into something, into this relationship, into this person, right? And time, energy, money, like those are our valuable resources, right? They aren't replaceable. I mean, money's kind of replaceable, but time and energy, once spent, you can't get those things back. So some of you guys did a lot of reflecting and thinking about, the resources, your valuable resources that you were investing into something. And we're really expecting like a return on this investment, but when it didn't come, you decided to walk away. Some of you guys there was an argument about this. Clarify this 8 of Cups for Sag. this is only going to resonate for a few of you, but I feel as though there's some out there who had to kind of flee from a situation. You were dealing with someone who was kind of violent. This might be like a domestic violence situation, so you had to kind of leave quickly. You might not have been able to take many of the things with you. Like literally just had to leave with your shirt on your back. Again, that's only going to resonate for a few of you. Okay, let's see what's going on. Some of you guys are seeking new job opportunities right now. Let's see, present energy for Sag. What's going on right now? Knight of Coins in reverse. Some of you guys are waiting to hear back from a job. What's going on with my Sagittarius? We got the Magician in reverse with the Knight of Coins. Some of you guys are trying to manifest a job because you just want your finances to be back good. I feel as though some of you guys might be trying to manifest the wrong job. You're just trying to, I get this is for a greater majority of you guys, you are trying to create a more stable environment for yourself right now. If it's not like related to a job, this is, you know, related to recovering from a relationship, like desiring a relationship, a stable relationship. Now we have, I like this energy, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Coins, 6 of Swords, 5 of Cups. You're focusing on long-term legacy, long-term stability. Some of you guys walked away from a very stable when I say stable, I mean financially stable relationship. Like you guys might have had finances tied up. Some of you guys were with someone who was like the sole provider, but you decided to walk away from that. Some of you guys, I feel as though it was for safety. Others of you, it was because it just wasn't, I don't feel as though it was fulfilling anymore. I feel like emotionally right now, Sag, you could be going through a lot of ups and downs. Someone, again, this is this person who kind of had to flee this violent situation. If you are someone who's had to flee, I feel as though you're really worried about this person finding you, trying to get you back to where you were. Or you just feel as though this relationship still has a hold on you, even though physically you aren't around this person. It's like emotionally you still feel very much tied. You still very much indebted to this person. You're trying to think about how to make a way forward for you and your children. Again, that's only going to resonate for a small majority of you guys, but I do see that here, so I wanted to call it out. Others of you guys are just trying to figure out as you move forward, you know, how do I work to ensure that I have a sense of financial stability, a sense of financial comfort here. I feel as though you're tired of kind of juggling when it comes to finances. Some of you guys who are working multiple jobs are tired of working like more than one job to make a decent income. You're wanting one steady, stable, solid job here. Yes, because at the bottom of that, King of Coins, this is your desired outcome. This is kind of like what's hidden from you. You are really desiring to be financially stable, financially secure, and I feel like this could have kind of been up and down for you. You're feeling as though no matter how much you work, no matter how much you try here, things are still lacking. Like some of you guys were feeling as though you were living paycheck to paycheck, and others of you were just feeling as though you were still dependent on other people, having to, you know, get loans, having to ask for favors, right? And you're deciding, you know, this is not the life that I want to live. So right now you're really seeking opportunities to be more stable, to be more secure, as well as situations that are fulfilling to you. I feel as though some of you guys could be feeling as though your dream, the thing that you actually want to do, might not lead you to this King of Pentacles. Let's see. Let's keep going. I do see you coming out of this disappointment in the past, like this past disappointment. You're coming out of this anxious energy, and there's actually something to celebrate coming in for you here. I'll show you the cards. We have Nine of Swords in reverse with the Four of Cups in reverse. Into your anxiety, into your disappointment. Three of Cups with the Judgment card here. Something to celebrate. Something to celebrate. Ending of this stage of always having to fight for security. This is coming to an end towards the end of this month. Yeah, Sage. Okay, we have Ace of Coins, Six of Wands. There's an offer finally. Sage, I feel like you guys have been waiting on this. I feel like it's finally coming in. It's finally becoming tangible this month, right? This victory is finally here after having to fight for so long, right? Some of you guys are deciding that a big part of why you were fighting is because you were self-sabotaging in some way. Maybe settling for things that didn't make you happy. Maybe settling for small jobs, small roles. I feel as though you are thinking bigger. You're seeing bigger. You're no longer willing to settle for small. This change in mindset, this shift in perspective, this knowing that you have the ability to create and manifest the life that you truly desire is what's going to be a big part about what is leading you to this stability, this success, this victory, this triumph when it comes to being able to be secure, to be stable. Some of you guys are making more practical decisions, more practical choices. You have better people around you now, people who are able to support you, people who are able to offer you advice, offer you guidance, offer you the tools and the skills and just information needed to really ascend and be a better version of yourself. Some of you guys realized in a lot of ways how you have been standing in your own ways, to kind of serving as a blockage. Let's see. Future energy from my Sagittarius. Yes, truth. There's some truth. You're getting very clear about how you have contributed to this entanglement that you've been in, right, with your finances, right? A lot of times our relationship with finances is really a reflection of the relationship that we're having with self, right? So if we're taking jobs that aren't fulfilling, if we are taking these small roles, if we're doing things that don't bring us happiness, don't bring us fulfillment, right? That is really directly correlated and related to the relationship that you are having with yourself. What is it that I'm telling myself, that I'm worth? What is it that I believe I'm worth? What is it that I believe is, tangible for me, is something that I can reach, is something that I can achieve? A lot of times we don't realize that even though we set goals and we have a big picture in our mind about what it is that we want, the internal dialogue that we have with self, the things that we truly kind of believe on a subconscious level are the things that keep us from actually attaining. And when we have that, like that negative self-talk, that negative dialogue, it actually is kind of self-sabotaging in a way. So even if I say, I'm going to make $1 million. If subconsciously I believe that I'll never see that much money, no one in my family's ever been able to do it, my bank account doesn't have it right now, that's not realistic, right? We will then make decisions and do things that are in alignment with what we're telling ourselves subconsciously. No matter what we're saying, what we do is really us acting out on what it is that we believe. And I feel as though you're understanding this message. You're realizing some truths about you, about the stories that you tell yourself, about what it is that you deserve, what it is you're capable of doing, what it is that's truly achievable for you. And you're cutting out this negative self-talk, this negative dialogue. Thank you. Self-limiting beliefs. Self-limiting beliefs have been self-limiting beliefs were holding you back in the past. They were keeping you in relationships where you did all the work, in situations that were engulfed with conflict, in small dead-end jobs, small relationships, right? You're starting to see a more truer version of yourself. You're starting to understand how, the narrative, the stories that you tell yourself about yourself are reflecting in your everyday life. So you're starting to actually feed yourself more truths this month and in the following month, Sag. This is very beautiful, very powerful for you. I feel as though affirmations, positive affirmations, are going to be really helpful for you. Creating a vision board, you having kind of like positive sayings, all of that good stuff around you. Anything to kind of counter this other narrative, these other subconscious beliefs. Some of you guys are really realizing how what you were taught or exposed to as a child in your family unit, your family of origin, really have been showing up in your everyday life. So some of you guys are making the decision to move away from that, to move away from what I saw as a child, what I believed as a child, what I knew as a child. Some of you guys did, when you make this realization and you make this connection, this is very painful for you, right? It's always hard when we realize, that the people that we love, or the people that were supposed to love us from the start, our family, our parents, they weren't always setting us up for success by, doing, of course, people do the best they can with what they have, but a lot of times the environments that we grow in don't set us up for success. So life a lot of times is all about realizing and relearning. And I feel like this month's Edge, you're realizing and then you're committed to relearning. This is going to be like life altering, ground shaking for you. I think when you finally wrap your head around this concept, there's nothing that you can't do here. I feel like this kind of unlocks a lot of abundance for you, a lot of victory for you, and you're gonna kind of open up to being blessed. You're gonna realize the root of what has been causing this imbalance, causing this constant conflict and fluctuation, and never seeing the return on your investments, and all of these self-sabotaging beliefs, behaviors, and mindsets. Let's see. Congratulations, Sag. I feel like this is going to be, the rest of the year is going to be very beneficial to you. We have King of Swords in reverse. I feel like it's going to be a process of getting this right, Sag. Excuse me. So don't beat yourself up too much if you start to make changes and then you feel as though you make some mistakes, right? Mistakes are just opportunities for us to learn, right? It's like, consider yourself like a baby. You're actually learning, right? A baby doesn't learn how to walk. Like, they just get up and start walking. They get up and they fall. They get up and they fall. No, it's going to be okay to fall a little bit, to stumble a little bit, but you're going to get it right. We have Wheel of Fortune. This is all happening in divine timing. This is all God's plan. I heard God's plan. And then we have Page of Wands. There's some good news coming in. Let's see what this is about. What is this Page of Wands for Sage in the future energy? What is this for Sage? I knew that was going to come up. We got the Ten of Coins with the King of Wands. That's you. This is you. I love this for you. I love, love, love this for you, Sag. This is you finally achieving and reaching one of your biggest goals ever. Something that is going to bring you a lot of fulfillment, a lot of long-term success and victory. Some of you guys, this is a long-term relationship, like starting off towards the path of getting married. Some of you guys, this is, starting a career or a business that has long-term success, longevity here, something that you truly enjoy that has an emotional payoff. Also feel so a lot of you guys are going to have new spirit guides, ancestors surrounding you at this time. They're celebrating for you, they're rejoicing for you, but more importantly, Sag, not more importantly, but in addition to that, Sag, you are standing in your power, right? You are able to celebrate the journey that you've been on. You're able to celebrate where you are and who you are and where you're going. I love April for you, Sag. Let's get some advice. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure that you are receiving those notifications for your mid-months and your May. Oh God, it's about to be Meg already. Okay. What is the advice for Sag? I actually want to use a different deck. We're going to use the New Orleans Oracle for you, Sag. What's the advice for Sag in the month of April? Advice for my Saggies. Sagittarius in April. Abundance is here for you, Sag. We have self-care. Let's get one more. Take care of yourself this month. I feel as though you have a lot of information coming into your crown chakra, your root chakra as well. There could be just like a lot of energy, a lot of activation, a lot of downloads coming in for you this month as well. So it's going to be very important to take care of yourself, to tend to yourself. Make sure you're really balancing out your energy, you're balancing out your time, and you're tending to self. There's a lot of change, a lot of blossoming. You preparing for this abundance, so get ready. And we have step back. I'm going to read that one for you, Sag. Number 15. Just a real quick note for the self-care card. It says you are close to running on empty. It is taking a toll on you more than you realize. Sometimes self-care can be as simple as learning when to say yes or no at the right moment based on how you feel. Take this time to care for yourself and notice how quickly things start to fall in place in a much more effortless way. Then we have step back. Oftentimes, we get so caught up in the details of what's going on in our lives that we can no longer see things clearly. Just as taking a step back from a picture to see it more clearly can be helpful, it is now necessary to take a step back from your current situation in order to see what's going on more clearly. By allowing yourself to look at the situation from the outside in, you will be able to take in more of the big picture in order to come up with a solution that is not only more solid and in flow, but also more empowering. Yes. Sag, I feel like this month, in order for this truth to come into you, for you to gain this deeper understanding, this deeper perspective, you need to actually take a step back, step away. Don't get so caught up in, the everyday things, the mundane things, the day-to-day, hour-to-hour things. Take a step back. Really consider and look at your life on a larger scale, grand scheme. What are the themes? What are the lessons? What is life trying to tell me? What is it trying to show me, right? Step back this month. Bottom of the deck, spiritual knowledge. This is why self-care is going to be really important. You're learning some really important lessons right now from spirit. You're getting a lot of downloads into your spirit as well. Emphasis on the number 29, 15, and 12. Let's read this one for you too. Spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge can be gained through a multitude of experiences and teachings. During this time, you will find clarity and guidance through being open to different types of spiritual teachings. It is not necessary to tie yourself down to just one teaching. It is not necessary. After all, spirituality and connection are not things that can be summed up in just one book or practice for everyone. Take what resonates with you and create a peace within while keeping your mind open to everything. You will likely find that you are drawn to bits and pieces of different teachings that will lead you to your own organic spiritual connection, experience, and understanding. I feel like your spiritual connection is growing deeper this month. You're finally able to make some sense out of your life, especially if it's been feeling like a maze, a labyrinth. A labyrinth? I can't say that word, a labyrinth. I can spell it though. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you haven't been able to find your way, Sag. There's a need to step back, take care of yourself, and be open to exploring new teachings, new spiritual knowledge in order to really make sense and get out of it. Really look into some of the things that I was talking about earlier about, self-talk, self-limiting beliefs is really what's coming up for you. And as you're realizing these self-limiting beliefs, make sure to take care of yourself. We're going to get a final energy to elevate card from you. This is the Divine Energy Oracle heck. The Divine Energy Oracle deck, Sagittarius. What is the advice from my Sagittarius? I'm sorry that this reading was kind of long, but I feel as though this is exactly what you need to hear at this time. What is the April energy to elevate from my Sagittarius? My nose is itching, so I know this is true. Sagittarius, what is the message from my Sagittarius in the month of April? Sagittarius is it Sagittarius or Sagittarius? It's late, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. April energy to elevate for Sag. Become a clear channel. There are some very important messages that are trying to come through to you. Take a step back, take a step away, go within, pray, meditate, go someplace where you can get in tune to spirit, in tune to the divine, so that way you can open up. Face your adversities, Sag. It's going to be very important for you this month too, as you're starting to realize more and more about yourself, more and more about the things that have stood in your way as kind of like conflict and as barriers. Face them head on, and watch how your life changes. We have express your joy and begin to explore. Begin to do more of what makes you happy. Go places that make you happy. Spend time with people that make you happy. Just explore in general. Learn. Continue to seek information. Continue to seek knowledge. Step out of your comfort zone. Just be willing to do things a different way. It's the message that I'm getting here, Sag. You doing things differently in April and the rest of this month is going to lead to a great deal of success for you. So that's what I have for you, Sag. Thank you so much for the opportunity to read for you. I love you so much. And so we meet again. Mwah.